One of the major events of U.S. history, but certainly of Mr. Buchanan's presidency, is the Harper Ferry's raid, and that occurred on October 16th, 1859.
It's the
We talked
Jim Brown one. Yeah,
John Brown, yeah.
John Brown. Sorry. Yes.
For those who may not be familiar with it, but if you listen to history podcasts, you probably this is going to sound boring to you. But basically, John Brown raids a federal arsenal at Harper's Ferry. Then Buchanan's administration responds with federal forces that basically surround what looks like it's like a kind of like a firehouse. Very tiny. It's like a two-car garage. And this is right on the border. So modern day West Virginia, Maryland. It's at this critical junction between several transversable rivers. And he has this overwhelming response with federal troops, which confuses people because he basically let Utah do whatever the hell it wanted.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
And now it's
amnesty for Mormons.
Yeah. And then a few people raiding a federal arsenal, he has this overwhelming force, which I understand. So raiding a federal arsenal, especially in a even to this day, very rural, very critical navigable waterway. So it's this large response, but people are kind of comparing it to what happened in Utah. They're like, those guys tried to form their own country.
Right.
And you're responding with more force to, because basically what it translated to is they were fears this would arm slaves for an uprising.
Right.
And John Brown John Brown made his name in Kansas, being a violent abolitionist. I'm not making an opinion on whether or not that violence is.
I mean, if you led the Harper's Ferry, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a fair statement.
Exactly. This really flamed tensions between the North and the South. Everybody knows the Harper Ferry's raid. It's a National Historic Monument. You can go visit it today. I've been to it. It is a beautiful area from a scenery standpoint. I went in May. It's unbelievable. It is really a small area.
I always thought it was close to New York because I used to play Railway Tycoon. That was one of the ones that would pop up next to that.
You're probably 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's a great place to visit. It still has open archaeological projects going on, so you can walk into some original houses and then look down. It's like 20 feet below you and see the work to the preservation. And then they also have battle maps of the Civil War around there. They have this interactive exhibit that shows you kind of how the battles played out. It's hard to transverse now. I cannot imagine what that would have been like in the 1850s, 1860s. It must have been feeling like you're on the moon. And so by let's say late 1859, we start seeing this pattern emerge. So by this point, the Buchanan administration, Buchanan is simultaneously claiming peace in Kansas and Utah. In reality, order's been restored. But the national political scene has become so brittle, it's waiting to fall apart.